Well, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and before I get into showing you the gear that this video is about, I just want to talk to you about a few things. If anybody's watched my videos over the years, 4, 5, 6 years ago, they know that I rant and rave about people spending money on little gadgety BS. And if this feels like I'm talking to you or I'm insulting you, I'm sorry, but no, not really. What you need to do is you need to sometimes think about what things actually cost and what their uses are. These Niteize Biners are a typical example, and if anyone watched my video from, as I said, 5, 6 years ago, they know that I railed on these things. And this is a number 4. It's rated at 75 pounds or 33 kilograms. Okay, it weighs 31 grams or 1.1 ounces. Okay, costs whatever it costs. I have no earthly idea. I bought this thing a long time ago. It's stainless steel. You know, it's pretty good size. As I said, it's number 4, rated at 75 pounds. Well, the major problem I have with them is not just the weight, not just the cost, but it's actually the gate pressure, the gate retention pressure. If you live an active lifestyle, this, that, or the other, or do a lot of things, and you get in awkward situations or awkward positions, you learn that these gates will come open if they're hooked on your pants, if they're in your pocket, whatever the hell they're at, and just open up and you'll lose whatever's on it. These things are whatever they cost. A prime example of a problem with gate pressure on any of this gear is back anybody familiar with some of the CountyCom products. These are the clips that they sold for a long time, stainless steel clips, and I used them, never had a problem with them except for one thing, and it was the pressure on the gate, because I used these on my key ring, and they would sometimes, things would fall off, or they would get clipped in weird positions, or it was just some strange shit. Okay, then of course, this is a large size, but it's just an example. The gate pressure on these, even though they're a lot stronger, but the gate pressure is a lot better on these, even on the small ones, than those. So we had fewer problems. I'll give you another example. The titanium clips that they have, and I know these things are expensive, they're really light, they're very functional, but they have extremely strong gate pressure. So you don't have to worry about things quite as much falling off, getting in weird situations, and getting unclipped. Anybody that's climbed very much knows that stuff actually happens, or used these in their pockets and had their keys get in some weird deal and things fold around and opens the clip. Well, let's get rid of those. As I said, I don't know what the cost on this is, but let me tell you what the solution is. And this isn't just the solution for some of the stuff in your life. It's almost all things that are utility oriented. The Metolius, and that's probably not how you pronounce it, Mini Biner. Now this Mini Biner right now on video doesn't look small. I've got a pretty good size hand, but I'll show you some size comparisons here in a minute. This thing will take 22 kilonewtons in the long axis, 7 kilonewtons across the wrong way, or and then 8 kilonewtons with the gate open. Well, 22 kilonewtons is almost 5,000 pounds in that direction. You can look it up, do all the comparisons on everything else. These things cost around $6 to $8 depending on where you buy them. I got what's called a rack pack, which these are the colors of cams and nuts and this, that, or the other when you're climbing. Now, am I going to use these for climbing? No. I'm going to use them in various and sundry kits. Now, you know this is 1.1 ounce. This thing right here is 26 grams or 0.9 ounces. Now, all weight weighs. And if you're talking about somebody that's carrying a lot of gear, it all adds up. I know this is probably double the cost of that, but I can come up with 1,000 different uses for this, and I can't really come up with a really good use for that except clipping my keys on my pants. And I hate to sit there and say it, I like my pants better than just to clip something like that, keys on them. This, a little bit lighter. If you're going to clip them on your pants, this, there, or the other. Another great thing is it has good gate pressure. You know, where this, not so much. It's just from the design and through the materials that this has is what it is. Now I'm going to come back through here and I'm going to do some size comparisons because you're comparing right now a couple things that are pretty small. I'm going to line them out basically on the mat right here and show you, you know, some size comparisons. This is the size, of course, 4 from Niteize, and that's 75 pounds, and that's 5,000 pounds. You got your standard D-type carabiner, and this is from Black Diamond, what used to be Chenard. Here's your oval. Huge difference. There's your comparison between the Marmont. One of my favorite carabiners, and what I've used for utility and used for climbing and used for everything else, and it took me a while to find one that wasn't all scarred up, is this Black Diamond Neutrino, sorry. And I'll give you a good size comparison there also. Now the Neutrino is a stronger carabiner, 25 kilonewtons as opposed to 22, this, there, or the other. And when I'm actually climbing a route, I would like a little bit larger carabiner. This is still an older technology, but it's still relevant for today. I'll tell you some other funny things. This big oval seems very, you know, masculine, big. You know, it's a big carabiner, big metal, big this, there, or the other, and you know, you think that it's going to be ultra strong. This little mini carabiner is actually stronger. This is rated at 22 kilonewtons on the long axis. This thing is only rated at 21. The oval carabiner is rated at 21 kilonewtons. 7 kilonewtons, which is the same as the small one, along this axis. And because of the thickness of the metal, with the gate open, it's rated at 9 kilonewtons, where this one's rated at 8. Weight comparison, because this is where it all adds up. 2.2 ounces, 62 grams. I mean, this thing is a beast, and this one has it beat in every way except for when the gates open. This one's only rated at 8 kilonewtons, and this is rated at 9. And just a tremendous difference. And when you start adding stuff like this up in a pack, it all adds up, folks. I mean, weight is cumulative. And if you want to act like Superman and think you are Superman and you can do all this shit, you need to think about the weight that you're actually carrying. I'm older. I can't take the weight I used to. You know, Mrs. Guns, Knives, and Watches and I were having a conversation. She goes, you know, nobody could jump from that height. Well, I said, yeah, you can jump from that height and make it. The only problem is you're probably never doing it again, because you're going to have some soft tissue injury. You're going to have some other injuries that are going to, you're going to do that once, twice, maybe 3 times in your life, depending on the height. You know, and you'll never really want to do that again. And you'll feel it all the time. It's just the way it is. Well, weight and size are important in any gear, and these little suckers are the way to go. If you want to come up with a multi-use kit item where this is the real deal and not some poser wannabe on my keychain, not for climbing, and I'm going to show you a direct comparison in the next few weeks as to how I got a survival kit, and it's got a mini beaner in it that's not that mini, and it's not for climbing. It's just a little accessory beaner, I guess, for, I don't know, pulling food up into something. I don't know what the hell it's for, but I'm going to swap it out. It's a really cool piece of kit, man. I can't speak enough about it. I wouldn't go up a big wall with it unless I was using these as basically for what I would use them for, which are utility carabiners. But when weight and size are a matter, and I want something as strong as I possibly can get it, these carabiners from Metolius, they work. I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, but it's just a pet peeve of mine. People buying little gadgety stuff like this and thinking they have the best thing since sliced bread, or spending money on it, and it's just a limited use item or something that can actually fail on them in really when it really counts. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and have a good one.